Namaskar, I'm Dr. Rama Paudel. Welcome to 17th episode of SCIPOD. SCIPOD is a talk show on Barakhari media that focuses mainly on scientific communities and policies related to science, environment and agriculture. It aims to bridge the gap between scientific research and public understanding in research in Nepal. In this episode, we are pleased to have agronomist, academic leader, Professor Dr. Prasad Amgain, who has extensive experience in agricultural education, research and institutional development in Nepal. Professor Amgain currently serves as postgraduate program coordinator at the Institute of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Tribhuvan University, Nepal. Today, we will be discussing the research opportunities and challenges in agricultural research, especially with a focus on agricultural simulation and modeling. Welcome, Professor Amgain.
Namaskar, thank you.
First of all, thank you so much for your valuable time to come here, sir. You are working at Tribhuvan University and Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science for more than 25 years, and basically in agronomy. And in latest, your expertise in agricultural simulation, modeling. Would you like to describe your research area and interest?
Yeah, thank you very much for your nice question. Especially in 2003, I got one training in the simulation modeling from the CSIR Australia. Then after I have started my career in precision agriculture. It focuses mainly on the prediction science in agriculture. We have to give the answer of 6F or 6W questions. What will happen, why is it happen, when it will be happen. This sort of question will be answered by the question modeling, and this will be very much beneficial to our students to make the new science.
So did you describe some crop modeling with reference to some of the models that you have been using recently?
In the different arena, there are different models. For example, in economics, it is a stochastic model, then spread model. They will run in different way. But in agriculture science, basically biological science, we have several models, especially based on the production function. The one is the decision support system for agro-technology transfer, which is basically fixed on the basis of the production level first, that is production level potential production level second, that is water limited production, and production level third, that is production based on the nitrogen, and production level fourth, that is other than the nitrogen. These are the complete hybrid sort of model, including 32 crops. And there are other models too. For example, agricultural production simulator, crop system model, aqua crop model, then there are some other info crop model, crop graze model. There are so many models that is being popularly used in agriculture field. The another one to study some farming system model, one model named DEED model, describe, explore, explain and decide. That is another model that has also been used in this arena. And most of the history says that the initiation of the model work was started there in Netherlands, the University of Amgain. Then it has been developed in other world too. This is the science of mimicking, science of prediction, science of future projection.
Yeah, we even talk in our earlier episode of SCIPOD about some modeling. It's about the projection. So why the modeling in agriculture is important?
Usually we have done several works. For example, in the history of Nepal, NARC is the one entity, government body who is looking over the agriculture research in agriculture arena. Then after several university professors and students, especially the postgraduate students, are doing research, and we have very much big compilation of the research that we have completed within the 50 to 25 to 50 years of the historical organization history of the different organization in Nepal. But the thing is that we have done so many research that has not been disclosed, that has not been disseminated to the people. And if we will apply the model, we can predict so many things by citing the literature review, by citing some other references. And the main focus of the model is we do not have to go to the field directly to make several decisions, for basically for making calibration.
For example, if we need to take a decision about soil nutrient management, how the model could be applied in that
generally
aspect?
what it is said in model, garbage input is garbage output. We have to develop the precise and very much sensitive data set. That is the must one for this model and modeling aspect. For example, the model for this purpose, model calibration, model validation, and model sensory analysis is the major steps of model that we have to follow. And as per your question, for example, in fertilizer simulation, fertilizer dose simulation, we have nutrient manager, we have nutrient expert model based on the site-specific nutrient management principles. That is purely fertilizer related model, and this will predict the future dose of the nitrogen or phosphorus or potassium as per the nutritional omission plot technique. For example, in Nepal, the government of Nepal has decided one fertilizer dose. For example, in rice, we have 130 kg NPK per hectare from Jhapa to Darchula. This is the blanket recommendation. This will not be applicable everywhere in Nepal because it is very much sensitive with the gradient level. When we will change the soil slope or gradient, the fertility level will be changed. In this regard, we have SSNM based model. That is, we have three basic principles of SSNM. One is fix the yield target. First one. Second one, you have to estimate the indigenous nutrient supplying capacity of a particular level of soil. Then only you have to fill the gap of the NPK or whatever the other nutrients you are going to see. You have to apply only the particular amount of the NPK fertilizer, and that will fulfill your demand of that particular target yield. That will be obtained by that nutrition omission plot technique. This is the one advantage of the nutrition plot model. The another one is nutrient omission plot technique. For that one, we have to prepare one plot having NPK and some other macronutrients too. Then we have to omit another factor. For example, NPK minus 1, minus nitrogen, NPK minus P, NPK minus K, NPK minus macronutrient or some other nutrients. If we will do so, we don't have to go to the field, it's our lab directly to do the soil analysis by analyzing the yield gap from the NPK and minus N, NPK minus P, NPK minus K. We can easily translate what will be the major region of the yield gap. We can find that.
You might also have work in some specific area for precision agriculture. Do you have any publication and experience on that?
Surely. I can give some answer on this whole aspect. From 2009, I have started, not 2009, from 2006 I have started guiding students of MSc, and from that I have almost guided about 15 students in MSc, especially in simulation modeling aspect, using precision agriculture tools. For example, use of remote sensing, use of GPS, use of some SSNM and or grid sampling techniques, use of some other radar and this sort of robot technological aspect. We have done so many field experimentation in the field. Then meanwhile, I have gone to the farmers field trial too, because on station trial that will make the new science, but when we will go to the farmers field, that will be directly translated to the farmers field applied research. And if we will follow that sort of research, that will be very much easy to recommend the technology. In this regard, I have done so many works, especially in desert modeling. Some works was accomplished in FCM modeling. I used to follow agroclimatic based modeling that I used to teach the students of AFU, of Agriculture and Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science, Rampur campus, and even at the university level Five Star University has recently developed one course in crop simulation modeling for MSc Agronomy department, and I am guiding that sort of work, and so many papers have been published in international arena, especially in the Chicago-based journals and some other journals of the national peer review.
So I just wanted to know like some specific examples how the precision agriculture tool has been used in your research, and how does that is useful to the public or in agriculture policy making.
Yeah, especially in the research, whatever we have done, that is basically that is quite primitive type. We need to go to field. We see some advanced technology of statistical design, for example, MStat, some R Studio, some other approaches we are following. By using this modeling science, we are making so many predictions. For harvesting a crop, it needs at least 6 months. If you will run the model, then we can see what will effect will be resulted very soon, and we can give the solution to the farmers very soon. In developed country, before going to field, the farmers, the progressive farmers, the innovative farmers, they used to run the model. What will be the fertilizer dose, what will be the appropriate planting date, what will be the climate change scenario, and other things that they will see earlier, or that what will happen in the future. They can predict the things before happening in the real sense. That's why they are obtaining the high accurate agriculture. That's why this precision agriculture says managing variability is not the important thing. Identifying the variability is more important. To know the variability in the field condition is very much important. By this precision agriculture tool, we can feel this sort of thing. And in my work, basically, I used to teach my students, and I used to publish my papers by using some calibrated model. Before, for example, the model has been prepared in America or Australia, maybe in Europe. That model cannot be directly used in Nepal. For that one, we need calibration. After calibration, for that one, we need some verification trial, that is on-farm or on-station trial. After completion of the on-farm trial, then we will go directly to the next year trial or the best treatment trial. Then from the best other treatments, we will validate the model. For that validating process, we will see the root mean square error value and d-stat value. After checking this one, this model is fairly satisfactory or it is completely satisfactory, then we can say that this model can be used fairly in our condition. That's why the simulation or sensitivity analysis can be done very easily. In this way, I am doing some work on this line, especially on agronomic management simulation, management and then climate change management simulation, soil nitrogen and soil water balance simulation. This sort of thing that I have done, especially rice, maize, and wheat, basically in cereal crops.
Yeah. Do you have any results? Like, can you explain about some results on your work and modeling on major crops?
Yeah. The DSHAT model that I used for the prediction of the climate change scenario, the project was funded by Nepal Academy of Science and Technology in 2009-10, and several of my students, they have done excellent work. They have developed about 6 to 7 cultivar coefficient in rice. For example, Prithvi, Sonalo Sugandha, then Rampur Masuli, Ramdhan, so many varieties they have estimated genetic coefficient. Likewise in maize, Rampur Composite, Arun 2, QPM, popcorn, so many other varieties coefficient has also been developed. In wheat, we have BL 1473, BL 4313. This sort of variety we have Gautam, Brikuti, so many varieties coefficient have been developed. And the thing is that when I used to see the simulation, especially in the climate change scenario, what I got, the model predicted that up to this 2000, as per the IPCC defined scenario of the climate change, up to 2040, we will get some yield, some decrement in the crop yield will be remarkably noticed in wheat yield and maize yield, and
There will be
there will be decrement in the yield due to the global warming phenomena. But what I got, the global warming phenomena is losing more yield in hybrid rice or hybrid maize or another high improved variety than the local varieties that I got. And we have to develop climate ready crop. If we have to feed our population for the long, we have to develop climate ready new crop varieties. That is nutrient efficient variety, that is hot temperature resistant variety, that is flood tolerant variety, that sort of variety, and even stress tolerant, for example, disease resistant variety. That sort of variety is the development work, is the need of our day that we are feeling on these days.
When I reviewed your work, you also work on conservation agriculture, cropping system issues. Would you please describe that journey? Why it's important in Nepal, like especially the cropping system research?
Yeah, especially I worked for the long, about 25 years of my experience was in NAC. I worked there even at CSIRO, Cereal System Initiative in rice and wheat, that I did work over there in Australia too. Then I worked there in the CISA project, Cereal System Initiative for South Asia project. Then I did some work in this FAO for some training and other purposes. What I got, and after guiding so many students in MSc and PhD, what I got, this sort of thing has to be simultaneously developed with academia too. If otherwise we cannot predict the best result, we cannot recommend the technology in a proper way. In that line, this sort of thing, that conservation agriculture, this is a new science, 3 basic principles is with conservation agriculture. I did my PhD especially in the conservation agriculture. In that line, this one work is based on the principle of 3 principles. One is the minimum soil disturbance. The second one is the you give the maximum crop residue application. The third one is diversification of the crops, integration of the legumes, cereals, and then the oilseed crop. That will make the food security, nutrition security, and that will tap the natural resources, ground resources, for example, soil moisture, soil nutrient, even solar radiation, aeration, that sort of thing will be happen by using this.
Yeah, when I was in my graduate school and my master's, in our first lecture, my major advisor, Dr. Anil Shrestha, used to show the global learning cycles. Actually, with the commercialization in agriculture, use high input in agriculture, and then modern varieties, especially in developed countries in America, genetically modified crops. And now there are environmental issues. Now we are again focusing, the developed countries are now focusing on sustainable agriculture, regenerative agriculture. Those principles are basically those traditionally we are applying here, right? And then, as you mentioned, even the climate change, the modern varieties or hybrid varieties are more prone to climate change and other issues, so that we need to develop a agricultural system that's sustainable in case of Nepal, right? As an agronomist, what would be your role on that?
As an academician, we have to build a new course, framing several multi-criteria decision-making tool approach. This is the most advanced approach to decide the to make the new decision in agriculture and some other discipline too. What I am saying, after doing so many works over there at UGC, University Grand Commission Nepal too, I came to conclusion that our scientists, basically from the science and technology field, they are very much concerned to do research, and our agriculturists, they are not approaching to the new science. I suggest that one to follow the new science, especially in making research. And
I'll come to your role in UGC again later, but as you mentioned, as an agriculturist, as a leader in agricultural science,
what I suggest, what I can suggest, yeah, especially for example, IAS has started MSc. I think it is 25 years, 25 years, 1999 to 2000. That was started in 1999, and we have accomplished 25 years of
postgraduate program.
And we have we have produced about more than 2,000 master's degree holder and about more than 200.
Exactly, that's a lot.
And we have produced about 200 PhD students too. And we have
I will stop you here. As a postgraduate program, you are overseeing the agricultural program in one of the leading and oldest institution in Nepal. So if you review the journey of postgraduate program, what do you feel and what should be the direction in the future?
Really this is a very good question. That is the very much pertinent question that you are asking to me. The thing is that 25 years of research work that has been developed by the IAS, that has not gone to the farmers. First thing, I think this is the most important thing, that we have to at least we have to make one abstract book in different disciplinary approach, disciplinary classification. Then we have to give it to the farmers. It will be more applicable if we will make in Nepali or some other languages to fit to the farmers. It is to be very understandable to the farmers. That is the most one important thing that we have to follow. Then we have to make some funding facility to our MSc students, because without funding, without mentoring to our facilitators, without training to our advisors, supervisors, we are not hoping the quality education in this line. IAS, the Tribhuvan University, or even the other universities who is running MSc program or PhD program, they have to
as
invest
you already
too much.
mentioned, the mentoring and the funding are the two challenges. As a coordinator of postgraduate program, what are the strength and the challenges, other strength and challenges of postgraduate program in agriculture in Nepal?
Especially this IAS is the premier one, the pioneer institute who started agricultural education, higher level education in Nepal. The other universities, Agriculture First University, Provincial University, and several other universities, about 7 universities in Nepal have started their MSc or BSc agriculture program till now. I'm focusing, most of the thing is that we have to develop a networking system at the first, and our prime emphasis will be given to the new course revision, because for example, I am seeing over the courses of the IAS. These courses were prepared basically in 2000 or 2010, 11. Very minor amendment was happened over there. Now we are framing the new course. New course designing is the important one. Whatever we have done, whatever we will be assigning to our students, that will directly go to the farmers field, and that will also be done by publicizing our research paper, and that is also needed. For that one, we have to publish journals periodically. We have to give some exposure to the students, especially in the symposium and other culture. We have to give them visit to some other research stations where there is agriculture researches, and we have to develop. We are not developing only basic science research. We are developing science of the applied and strategic or adaptive research also. That's why our focus will be especially to develop the new science, to make the research, to join the research with the academia, and this sort of thing will be the program of the IAS. And the holistic approach, the multidisciplinary approach will have to be followed to make the agriculture program, postgraduate program of IAS really valuable. We have very strong and coherent team. We have 4 constituent campuses spread out throughout Nepal, and we have a very center of prime station is over there in Kathmandu. So many retired and so many other institutional higher academic people and researchers, they will be easily call upon over there at IAS, and their expertise that should have to be adapted over there in our institute. That will make our institute more qualitative, and in quantity too. That will facilitate to increase the quantity.
Yeah, as we both belongs to Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science, let's take this opportunity as like to describe why students in agriculture need to join Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science for their postgraduate program, especially for MSc and PhD. What could be the prospect on that? First question. And second question, as you just mentioned, Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science has produced more than 2,000 master's graduate and many PhDs, right? Do you have exact number? How many?
Yeah, about 200
PhDs in agriculture education in Nepal. So how could this alma mater could contribute to Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science?
Yeah, we have done one roster survey. Yes, I just previously completed one roster.
My first question is why students need to join postgraduate program in IAAS?
One thing is that we are staying in Kathmandu. This is the heart of the nation. This is the capital of the Nepal nation, and students may have very much good access, not only to the technology. They will have another options to come over here in Kathmandu. Another thing is that we are the premier pioneer institute. We started MSc and PhD program over in Nepal. This is the second one, and we can harvest huge potential of the retired professors, senior scientists, and some other secretary level people who have been retired and still they are working, whoever are here in Kathmandu. There may be in Ministry of Agriculture and Development, there may be in some NGO and INGOs, there may be from NARC and other institutions. We can harvest their talents to make our institute more important. That's why most of the people from Kathmandu, other university, they will come to Kathmandu for their MSc degree and PhD degree, and we have not reached to the UGC and some other institutions like SCIPOD, some other several NGOs are there. We have not followed till now. We have to build one strong national, institutional research team, research network. I am proposing my dean. I have already proposed one internal relation center, and that is combined with the extension and research. If that will be with us, that will make this potential more potential one.
How alma mater, like more than 2,000 as you mentioned, the postgraduate students from IAAS could contribute back to Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science?
Yeah, I think most of the planner, most of the decision maker who are working here in Nepal, either in NARC, either in MOLD, or maybe in other non-government organization, they are the product from the IAAS. Yeah, yes. This is the one. I have read so many persons' email from America, either from America, from Australia, from other developed countries. Most of the our alumni, they are doing very good research, and they have developed themselves as a good researcher, and very pioneer research work they have already done in all too. And they are very much interested to come over here in Nepal, and they are very much excited. If they will get the chance to help IAAS, they are very much enthusiastic.
How could they get involved? That's my question.
Yeah, for that one, we have this institute. I have proposed my dean to organize one team to such option. For example, we have some options to give them a young professor. We have to give them as a visiting professor. We have to make the what is this called, platform, to make them join with the Zoom and other social link, and how we can proceed. For example, there in one organization is over there in America working in agriculture for the long, that is NAPA. In Australia, Nepal. That sort of organization is with us. They are very much excited to do the things. They are making a more publicized work, especially in agriculture. And I hope if our institute will take initiation on this one, I hope this is not the impossible work, because this is in the prime location here in Kathmandu, and most of the product whoever are over here in Nepal, either are from abroad, they are very much
Those who are listening this program, all the alumni of IAAS, you are and you will be the part of IAAS family, and you can contribute to research and academic collaboration to strengthen the strength of IAAS. We are always the family member. That's what we always think about, right?
Yeah, I'm planning. I have proposed, and even the dean of the IAAS, he had proposed separate school of agriculture will be established. By that one, we can make a good scenario to boost the quality education, especially quality agriculture education here at IAAS.
Yeah, now like as a leader in agriculture education, like you also serve as a dean of Department of Agriculture, Far Western University, right? Why do we need so many universities to have an agriculture education in Nepal?
Yeah, especially this higher education policy 2019 has stated that as per the SDG, that might be as per the SDG goal, the remote people, that is for the development of the regional development of the nation, the people will have access of the higher education in their nearby territory. That has been decided or guided by the higher education policy of Nepal. That is the one reason. And in every province there is one university in Madhya Pradesh, Madhya Paschim University, Far Western University, several universities are over there in Tarai and Madhya Province Agriculture University, especially in agriculture, that has been established.
So let's have an honest confession on this point. Is agriculture education in Nepal is in good shape?
Yeah, it is not at the right now.
Why not? So if not, then what should be the correct way?
To make a building, to make a new college, it is not the big thing. The big issue is to tap the human resources. We have not very good potential of the quality manpower. The manpower that we have produced, they are mostly draining to other overseas countries. For example, here in IAAS, we are only 80 professors. There at AFU, we are only 100 professors. And in several other universities who are running MSc, BSc program, they have only 8 to 10 faculties. And making a quality manpower and retaining them inside the country, inside the university is a very big challenge. I'm not thinking having a good building, having a good course structure, that will not be enough to make the quality education. To make the quality education, retaining of the high level quality manpower is the most important thing that has been missing, that has been lacking in each and every university in Nepal.
You also serve as a director of research at University Grant Commission, right? Yeah. So how the UGC, how the researchers, scientists, young faculties can utilize, what are the opportunities and how they can utilize the resources from University Grant Commission?
Yeah, this is a very good question that you have raised. Thank you for this one. Especially the UGC Nepal has started the research and publication framework or publication procedure from the very long. We have 7 clusters there at UGC. One among them, one is agriculture and forestry cluster, and about 30.
Those who doesn't know about UGC, would you please elaborate that?
About 30 crore Nepalese currency will be incurred for the research purpose only, and that will be proportionally distributed among the 7 clusters like humanities and social science, management, science and technology. Every cluster is given the same level of precision over there at the UGC, and there are about 60 PhD posts and about 60 MPhil posts that have been vacated in every year. And we have very good number of collaborative research and collaborative and innovative research grant, having the cost of about 1 crore, more than 1 crore rupees. UGC has developed the culture of CRG research, that is a collaborative research grant, having the cost of about 20 to 25 Nepalese rupees, and about 10 lakhs Nepalese rupees is the cost of a faculty research grant. Even small research grant for the very beginner who is starting the research career, that sort of option has been developed by the UGC. The another thing is that very limited number of research proposals has been reported, has been registered at UGC office, and the seat of the agriculture and forestry science has given to other science and technology and some other aspects. That is lacking with us. That we have to follow. Even either the students of MSc or PhD or the new faculty, the very much innovative faculty. They
So
have to,
the agriculture and the student researcher who are working in agriculture and forestry, there is a big scope if you submit a proposal in a university grant.
That will be open during the time of the Science NTR. We have to develop the proposal as per the guideline given by the UGC. Then we can easily get the fund, whatever you are for what you are applying. And the other one is that UGC has published abstract book of so many disciplines. One is the example agriculture and forestry. I have started that work over there when I was at UGC. About 1,200 researchers have been accomplished in science and technology arena, but I got only 80 researchers in agriculture. You see the gap. How we can do progress? We are talking for politics. We are talking for other things rather than academics. We have to live.
That's why we are starting talking about science.
We have to live that sort of thing. First, we agriculturists. Especially we academician, if we are saying we are researcher too, we have to start some new science research on new science. We have to do some research on precision agriculture science. We do not have to follow the primitive sort of researches in either in agriculture, forestry, or animal sciences. We have to follow.
I consider yourself as a scientist and the leader in agriculture. So if you want to prioritize the need for agriculture research, what do you list? How do you list about it?
In several arena, I have given my thoughts, especially to make the prioritized research. The research.
Let's prioritize it.
That will be based on the national priority area. That is the first work. The other one is novelty of the work. How novel the work is that you are submitting anywhere. That is the most important thing. The university people, the university students, they are willing to leave the country for the searching what is called? It is called employment. For example, student will go to America or Australia for hunting some job. We have to give some training over there in enterprise sector. Our research will not be only of basic science and applied science. Now we have to jump to the this sort of disseminative business-oriented research.
I talk about science entrepreneurship in SCIPOD.
That's the most important. And UGC has one big project funded by this World Bank. That is called Nurturing Excellency in Higher Education Program. That is NEHEP project, and by that one, several universities are providing some sort of big fund to start the startup projects, business projects. For example, the IAAS, the AFU, the other university, several colleges, they have developed their business model, and they will be giving about up to 40 lakhs per student research grant. That is not the grant, that is a loan, but that is 0% loan, and the student or the young faculties, they have to return back that fund to the particular colleges where they study, and that will be the fund for the long to run over the enterprise and other sectors too. But in this line, if we can go to that aspect, we can start a business. That will be the good agricultural enterprises or maybe other things. And what I got, we have when I was over there, UGC has funded about 21 plus 26 research that business model that has been already funded, and students are very much attractive on that line too.
In SCIPOD, I always talk about how the research could be translated into the policy. That's really matters for all 3 tiers of government. And in agriculture especially, like we often talk about the gap on research, education and extension, and the collaboration between these 3 pillars of agricultural development. In your journey, I see you serving as a campus chief, dean, a director of research at UGC, now postgraduate program. How did you contribute on all these 3 REE, especially research, education and extension? Nowadays we also talk about we need to aid enterprise on it, right? If you look back to your journey, how did you actually contributed on all these 3 pillars, if you want to summarize this?
Yeah, we used to teach students land grant system model is the most advanced or more applied technology that we used to teach our students when we go to the class. That is not only applicable. We have to develop the, for example, there in India, the first scientist will be recruited at NARC station, like ICR station. The first promotion will be obtained in that particular office, and that person will be shifted to the university.
Then now there is a vacancy for ED, executive director in NARC, right?
And that person when the next promotion will be obtained to him, then awarded to him, then he will send to the farmers field as in a KVK center, Krishi Vigyan Kendra center. Likewise in Nepal, we have to follow this sort of practice. First you join to NARC, then you build your career, you get your promotion after doing several academic work and research work. Then that technology, you go to the university to disseminate that technology, to teach that technology. You go to the university with your MSc and PhD students. You develop new science. That science will be joined with academics, and that academics will make our quality more qualitative, our education system more qualitative. After doing that sort of thing, you will be promoted to the professor or principal scientist. Then you go to the Krishi Vigyan Kendra or MOALD. And then you go to the farmers field to
it's kind of complex that doesn't recognize by our government system.
Then if you go to the farmers, if you go to the ministry, the higher class of people, if they will go to the ministry, that sort of extension technology will be very much robust. I know what farmers wants. It is called skill neutral technology. The farmers wants very much high yielding variety, very much good delicious variety, or very much high productive variety. This sort of thing they want. And our duty is to produce the skill neutral technology. The technology that we are developing, that should be very much suitable to the poor farmer, ladies farmer, even rich farmer or medium class farmer. That sort of skill neutral technology development work is the most fundamental work that agriculturists that have not accomplished till now. That is the need of the day.
So at last, would you like to have some specific message to agricultural scientists, researcher and students and policymakers?
Okay, very much good question that you have raised to me. This Barakhari TV media is the very much pronouncing and popular media in Nepal. From this media, I want to say that agriculture education is the single one. What I used to say when I used to go to class, we agriculturists are proud of our heritage because we feed the whole world. This is the main motto, and agriculture will not be second science rather than other sciences. That's why we have to give the gist, whatever we have done till 25 years in IAAS, or whatever the NARC has done within 50 years, that sort of technology that is heaping in a library. We have to give that technology as a capsule to the farmers and we have to do researches on basic precision science, that is remote sensing science, that is precision agriculture science by use of crop models, and so many other animal science models are also there. Some disease forecasting models are there, some yield forecasting models are there. We have to develop the new technology by using the precision agriculture science, and whatever we have developed, that has to be prepared in a disseminated book chapter or some other things. Then that will directly send to the farmers. This is the message that I want to give to the farmers.
Do you have any message to the policymakers and the international organizations?
Yeah, as per the SDG goal, the goal number 17, that is the collaboration. We need a huge collaboration. IAAS, as a faculty of IAAS, I want to collaborate with the several other organizations too. For example, especially not only the organization related to agriculture, some other organizations, especially the development organization, even this union government, the provincial government, even the local government people, they have to start new things. Without the development of the agriculture, there is no development of the nation. That's why the first priority will be given to the agriculture. This is the main occupation. The agriculture is not the hobby. It will be the business. We have to develop the agriculture as a business model, and then only we can develop the nation.
Thank you so much for joining in SCIPOD, sir. I greatly appreciate your valuable time to come here and contribute in this conversation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is very great moment to me to give some idea about the things that are being happening in agriculture side. Especially this will make some more profound result to the future scientists and future agriculturists. Thank you.